Good to see you, Vito.
Hello.
Now, I've walked in, first of all, City and Counties, we're on Cowgate, and Cowgate's quite famous for having restaurants, but also quite a few estate agents. And the history of City and Counties is really interesting. How far back does it go?
Cool, blimey, as far back as 1980, which is when my parents first started it. And believe it or not, way back then, we were a property shop. So we were a different concept to estate agency altogether, charging a much cheaper fee than what the estate agents were at the time. But we were being paid up front. So kind of there was more on us to make an impact at that because, of course, we were asking vendors to part with money at that time. I forget the exact time when we crossed over to them becoming a traditional estate agent, but we've gone, as I say, from strength to strength since then. Grown in presence, and obviously the number of offices that we've had located around the areas of Peterborough as well, and served several generations of clients. We've got people coming back to us now who are grandchildren to our first clients that we had back in the early 80s. My mum still reminds me of at times. So yeah, it's kind of really, deeply rooted in the community now, which is what we feel we are. That's kind of our whole concept. We are a family. We treat clients as family as well.
Yeah, you reminded me when I came in. Didn't I come to your house, Kev, back in the early 2000s?
That's right.
Hampton, wasn't it?
It was.
That's some memory you've got.
I've got a terrible short-term memory, but a fantastic long-term memory. And so whenever I see the adverts, when I see your face on the side of the Queensgate car park and what have you, I always think, I remember when I went to see Kev. Yeah, there he is when I went to see his house.
You're referring to the big banner advert, PCRFM on the side of Queensgate. Back to the kind of starting point, though, of this company, founded by your parents 40-odd years ago. Yeah. Why did they call it City and Counties?
That's a good question, I've never really asked them that. But I know in terms of the choice of colour, he did say, because it's a very dominant colour. A strong colour in the sort of the reddy orange that it is. So I know the history on that. But in terms of city and county itself, a good question.
There used to be a club called City and Counties Club.
It did actually, and we sometimes got confused. Yeah. We confused people, shall we say, because they thought that we were part of that. But yeah, I remember that. Okay.
There is an Italian feel, isn't there, within, of course, your family being from Italy. Yep. Do you kind of embrace that kind of family aspect of the Italian heritage within all of your teams?
Massively. And if you read the about us on our website as well, that's mentioned there as well, because we believe that we brought that the traditional family values, shall we say, of an Italian household, we brought that into the company itself. That's how we treat our staff, and that we then expect that to flow through to how our staff then treat our clients that they then interact with. It's very much, like if you look at your corporate estate agents, not to talk down against the corporate estate agents, that's not what I'm here to do, but that can be very corporate feel. We like to feel here that we are massively involved with our clients' journey every step of the way. We feel their pain when it gets stressful, because it does, let's be honest, buying and selling, it's never the easiest thing. It's right up there. But we like to let clients know that we're part of that, we're feeling that, and we'd like to help where we can.
Because a lot of estate agencies, I guess, are bigger franchises almost, whereas this is an independently owned estate agent.
100% independent and local.
I don't know whether you remember, going right back, I used to work on a station called Hereward FM.
I do.
And City and Counties ran an advert that was really catchy. Do you recall the advert?
City and Counties, we sell houses, let's sell one for you. Yeah, I remember that.
I listened to that advert in my head, and it takes me back to 30, 40 years ago. I guess the next question is, how would you compare and contrast what life is like now for you in your business compared to what it was 30 plus years ago?
Well, as we know, the world is always changing. Business is always changing. The worst thing you can do as a business is stay still, because if you stay still, you go backwards. That's what they tell you. So we're always looking to keep it fresh and innovate in different ways to provide our service. We have now a flexible fee structure, which we're really we're pushing out there as well, because we feel that it should be more about greater choice and control from our clients. So we're just all the time, I don't like to say reactive, because reactive is probably not the best word. We're proactive, but we're reacting to the fact that there is change, and understanding that as a company we need to change as well, because clients need change. Listen, we're in the day and age now, we want everything now or yesterday. So it's always about updating our practice issue that we can deliver that as much as possible to our clients and meet their expectations as best we can.
And one final question about the market at the minute. For anyone listening, thinking of buying or selling, what is the state of the market at the moment? Are there lots of people selling? Are there lots of people buying?
I always read the news with the economy every day and make it my business to know what's going on, because of course everything's connected. And one thing they always say is always coming out of it is just, it's surprising how resilient the housing market is. You know, when we had COVID, the analysts and the news articles were saying there's going to be a drop of 20, 30, 40% in house prices. That never happened. In fact, it fueled it, and they went up even more. Yes, more than they should have done, but they went up more. But the housing market itself has been, and I think it will be for quite some time, very, very resilient. They say, when's the best time to plant a tree? 10 years ago. When's the next best time? Now. It's the same with houses. Buy now. You know, if you're going to sit and wait and think, well, let's wait and see what happens in the future, house prices will ultimately keep going up. It's going to cost you more in the future. So if you need to move. Don't put your plans on hold. There's never a right time. That right time is now.
Vito, it's great to see you, to you and all of your team. Thank you for showing me around. I mean, it's a huge premises you've got right in the heart of Peterborough City Centre, just next to Prezzo. Good to see you.
And you, thank you very much. Thank you.